So let's kind of show you how this oil cooler is mounted. So there is the fitting coming back up into the sump tank. This line goes up and over. Bottom line coming in, that's the inlet. So that basically goes around inside of the engine bay, back down, and you can see the two lines right there coming out. So I'm coming in to this bottom fitting right here, and out is a 180 going back out the top. It looks pretty good. Now, just to show you how all this stuff goes in here, you know, you got your inside fender well piece, right? Well, basically what I did is I took out this, let's get it still here, this filler piece, you know, that's back here is gone, and I basically have this bolt and this screw mounted through two holes in my splitter. So there and there, so that actually mounts to the splitter, so I don't need that bumper piece anymore, because the mounts that hold on the oil cooler are actually through the splitter with a nut on top, a nut on bottom, and another nut on top. I've got that little mechanics wiring there to hold it in place. The same way you can see on the one in the front, it's the same way. It goes underneath the splitter, and there you see the bolt, and it's up there and it bolts in. Now I got to redo this top bracket. I need to get a special fab bracket that's got a twist in it to bolt it up. I've just got it tie wrapped and wedged in there for now, and it's actually pretty solid. It doesn't move that much, and it's actually the whole, by doing this, the actual radiator sits on the inside of the bumper, and so with that bolt there and bolt there, I don't need that spacer anymore that keeps the bumper from compressing, because the bumper is actually bolted to the splitter. And so my two splitter struts are right there and there, and then of course it's connected underneath there as well to the cross beam as well. So, you know, so there's a bolt there and there's a two struts. So all that is tucked in there nicely. This fits behind it very nicely here. Nothing sticks out. I just checked all my connections with my handy dandy AN wrench that I got, that's very handy, and everything is nice, tight, and snug, and no runs, no drips, no errors, so no leaks. Looks good, nice and clean. It's very solid on the splitter. You know, I'm trying to move the splitter, trying to grab a hold of this guy, very solid mounted. It's in there very good. And then with the screen on it, I don't know if you can see this or not, but you can kind of see the screen right there. And so it's actually wedged up as far as it can be in that other corner. It's right up against the bumper, and there's a little bit of air gap right here. And also, if you look underneath, you can see the opening for the front on the stock splitter comes in. There's some air that comes under there as well that gets a little circulation. So I got pretty good circulation back here. I think I've got enough airflow even with the small front bumper opening. So there's what the oil cooler looks like. And the transmission cooler is basically mounted the same thing. You know, this is the 34 row Series 6. I've got a 25 row on this. I probably could have put a 34 row on the transmission as well, and probably got some more cooling on that. I may change it out later, but it's okay for now. Again, the transmission was only like 260, so it's more than good enough. But anyway, there's what that looks like for the inquiring mind. But here, I'll go up and show you the routing of the hose and the hood for you. Check out. So it comes up right here. Now there was a little spot right where it comes up here where I put a little rubber grommet in there that's secured to keep the hose. That's the only really bad spot that it rubs. It basically comes up down the side here. They're stacked on top of each other. Now I did have to remove the hood strut because there just wasn't enough room there with my water lines going to my blower as well through there. They come down and routed through there. No big corner turns. I got just this little piece of Gorilla Tape on here just to keep it. It just barely touches the edge of that when it shuts down, so it'll keep it from fraying anything there. But there's where all the hose routing is. And that's it.